Hello YouTube. Today I will be talking about what the best way to assemble your log cabin style quilt block is. Now this is what I've learned from my experience in making a log cabin quilt, and I hope you enjoy. Hello, so today what we're going to start with is our block outline, which you can see right here. All it is a little diagram of every one of the log cabin quilt blocks. See, it's just really a cutout of this here without the fabrics associated with that block. Every block in this quilt is some kind of a rotation of this block. So you print this out in black and white and figure out where to start. Now the goal when you do this is to make sure that as you're sewing together, you do not have any ends that are much longer than the others. You want the seams to all be even. So as I'm going through here, I'm not sure if you can see, I numbered these different blocks. I started with the two smaller blocks titled Block E. There's one right here and one right here. I sewed them together, and then the seam, the long, it's not a seam, the long side that I created there is the same length as piece D right here. So I knew that that needed to be the third seam between them. Then seam 4, or piece 4, would need to be the same length as one of the sides of this, and it fits perfectly right there. It's also helpful to know that you're kind of working out in a spiral motion. I could have started here, gone here, 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 and finally here. It is also important to note that all of the fabrics get sequentially larger, so you should not be sewing a smaller piece than the piece before it as you go. So as I was starting to actually sew these together, I found it very useful to look at my original quilt design to find out what fabric really was supposed to go where and how this block was rotated. After a while, I noticed patterns such as that in my case, both of the E blocks were always blue. So to keep me on track, I would always do 3 blue squares together. That would be the 2 E blocks, 1 of the D blocks, then 2 reds, this D and this B, and then finally I would do 2 blues and 2 reds. The 2 blues would be this block 6 and block 7. The 2 reds were block 8 and block 9. After sewing them together in that order, you should have a near perfect log cabin quilt block. I also printed out the size of the block. As you can see here, it's important to note that the seam allowance is a line on here. I'm not sure if you can see it in black and white dots. And so as I was going, I would take this strip of fabric and just lay it over here to make sure that it was the right size and that I was picking the right block for that time. So I'd like to thank you for listening today on some of the ways that I found were easy to help me assemble a log cabin quilt block. Thank you.